It is July 26. In Western news, this is not being mentioned, but the Russians are currently wiping New York off the face of the earth. They are dropping bombs from planes, launching missiles and destroying buildings one by one with FPV drones. Many New Yorkers have been killed and even more locals have become refugees. It is so dangerous to be in New York that the authorities have banned journalists and other civilians from entering. And this is all true, except it is not the American New York. It's a small town with the same name in the Dansk region. Why and when this Ukrainian town became New York is unknown, but it has been called that at least since 1860. After Second World War, during the Cold War, the Soviet authorities renamed the town, but a few months before the full-scale invasion, New York once again became New York, even when it was a frontline town. Since 2014, the frontline has been just a few miles away. The town was constantly shelled by the Russians, who had taken over parts of the Donetsk and Luhansk regions under the guise of local separatists 10 years ago. Yet the town was alive. A lot of interesting things were happening there. It even had its own literary festival, attracting writers from all over Ukraine and even abroad. For a town with a population of just 2,000 people, this is very impressive. However, there have not been 2,000 people there for a long time. Now only a few dozen residents remain. The rest either fled or died. Several neighborhoods of the town no longer exist. Only ruins remain of the homes. The Russians are thrilled about this. Their social networks celebrate the destruction of every house, the killing of every local resident as a holiday. New York must be destroyed, openly write Russian soldiers and propagandists. There is almost no strategic sense in this destruction, but there is a symbolic one. Propaganda depicts the war for Russians as a heroic confrontation with the West. At the beginning of the invasion, central Russian TV channels showed plans for advancing not only on Kiev and Lviv, but also on Warsaw, Berlin and London. The most zealous propagandists called for immediate bombing of American cities, especially New York, as a symbol of American might. Now, after 2.5 years, with none of their plans realized, the Russians are bombing the New York they can reach, a small town that bears no resemblance to the American one. But they do it with the pomp as if they are destroying the entire Manhattan. They are obsessed with the desire to destroy, the desire to kill. Honestly, they would bomb the American New York along with Paris, Warsaw and other cities, but in their way stand small Ukrainian towns and their defenders. The large and vibrant American New York still lives its usual peaceful life only because the small, unremarkable Ukrainian New York is dying for it now. Please remember this.